Hi everyone, this information is for students completing their Master of Teaching Primary and it relates to the primary specialisation. So you may have heard that term, primary specialisation. At Swinburne Online it relates to a primary specialisation in either maths or English that you will need to obtain as part of your course. So this video will just take you through the requirements for primary specialisation, where that fits into your course and everything you'll need to know so that you're well prepared when you come to complete that. So what is a primary specialisation? All students who want to be registered as teachers in Victoria now need to have a primary specialisation in either English or maths as part of their degree. Now, even if you don't live in Victoria and are not intending to teach in Victoria, you'll still need to complete a primary specialisation, because in order to obtain a Swinburne accredited teaching qualification, you do need to complete all of the requirements for registration in Victoria. So because Swinburne is a Victorian university, regardless of where you are studying or planning to teach, you do need to complete these Victorian requirements. So all students need to complete a specialisation. The only exception would be if you started or changed your course before TP1 2019. So if you began any time before TP1 2019, you don't need to do a primary specialisation. However, you can choose to do the primary specialisation if you wish to. So how do you know whether or not you need to do a specialisation? As I just said, you must complete a specialisation if you began your course in or after TP1 2019. If you did it before, you don't have to do it, but you can do it if you choose to. And you are only required to complete one primary specialisation, maths or English, but you can do both if you wish. When do you complete your primary specialisation? Now, the primary specialisation is already embedded within 2 units that you will complete as part of your Masters. Those units are EDU 80,016 Literacy across the curriculum and EDU 80,017 Numeracy across the curriculum. You will have been enrolled in those units as part of the enrolment for your Masters. You don't need to do anything different to your enrolment to choose the primary specialisation. You'll make the decision about whether or not to specialise once you do those units. So you don't need to change anything to do with your enrolment. When you are enrolled to do 80,016, when you arrive in that unit, you'll be given the option to complete either the primary specialisation or to not complete the primary specialisation. If you've already completed one of these units and you haven't specialised, you will need to do it in the other one. If you haven't done either of these units yet, you've still got that choice about whether you will specialise in literacy or numeracy. If you choose to do the primary specialisation in either or both of those units, you will just complete the same modules and assignments as the students who are not completing their specialisation. However, you will have an additional word allowance for each of those assignments, and you'll be marked to a different rubric which will outline some requirements around additional research and detail that you need to show in your primary specialisation assignments. What I often say to students is that your primary specialisation assignment is not dramatically harder than any other assignment at the final stage of your Masters. It's just bigger, so you'll need to put more work into it. It will take you more time, but it's not necessarily any more difficult than the usual standard of assignment. Once you have completed your primary specialisation within one of those units, you'll get a certificate to say that you have achieved a primary specialisation. So it won't be on your transcript, it will be as a separate certificate stating that you have achieved a specialisation in maths or a specialisation in English, and if you choose to do both of those specialisations, you'll get 2 certificates. If you have any questions regarding the primary specialisation, you can contact me, and my contact details are there on the screen. The purpose of this video is so that when you arrive in those units, 80,016 literacy across the curriculum and 80,017 numeracy across the curriculum, you'll already have a little bit of a heads up that the specialisation appears in those units. And you might like to start thinking now about whether you'll choose maths or English, but you don't have any burning need to choose which one you're going to specialise in until you're actually completing those units. So something to think about, but nothing you need to do in preparation. You'll just make that choice once you get into those units. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and good luck with your primary specialisations.